Hello everyone. Today I have kind of a different project to show you, really crafting related and more scrapbook related, just because it deals with photographs. So no stamping today, but I did want to show you a technique that I recently learned, and I believe that I learned about it online. And we're going to make these really cute photo tiles, and we turn them into coasters. And yes, that is me laughing really hard a few years ago. So in order to do this project, what you're going to need, and we're just going to clear these things away. You're going to need to go over to your local Home Depot, hobby store, and what you're after is some 4x4 tiles. You can see that this one is rather pitted, so you're going to try and look for the smoothest surface that you can. I got a box that looks like this, and maybe it'll tell me. These are travertine. I believe there was 8 or 10 tiles in this box when I purchased it, and they're 4x4, and they're just beige, and I think I paid approximately about $8. You're going to need some of your trusty Mod Podge. I did get the gloss finish. You're going to need a sponge brush, some E6000 adhesive is good. It's an industrial strength adhesive. Does say amazing E6000, and it really is. And then for the cork background, actually Karen Foster Design sells this adhesive cork sheet. I found it really great because you can just plop it right on your trimmer and cut it down to the sizes that you're going to want. Also, you're going to need some tissue paper, just regular old tissue paper, and you're going to need some cardstock. So what I would suggest is pick out some photographs that you can mat down or size down to a 4x4 size. Now, for example, this is a photograph of me and my beloved fiance, Keith. Hi, Keith. At a 50th birthday party that we attended a few years ago. The size of the picture in my program, I have this as a digital image. I can print this in, say, a wallet size, a 4x6 size, and so forth. I chose a 3.5x5 size. And the reason for that is, we're looking for the 4x4. That isn't available. So I went with 3.5 pretty much. So what you want to do, the mystery is okay, how do I go about printing on the tissue paper? That's the hardest part of this project. What I have found is to take a piece of cardstock, cut down your tissue paper to the size of the cardstock, 8.5 by 11, and attach it at this end and the opposite end over the entire sheet of cardstock. Then you're going to feed it through your printer just like any other. Okay, sorry about that. You're going to take the tissue paper and you're going to adhere it on the top and bottom to a piece of cardstock. Make sure it has minimal wrinkles, and then you're going to print your pictures. Now, you will notice I did change them all to black and white. I think it just gives a little more rustic look, but I didn't do everything in black and white. This is just the Flyers logo image that I pulled off the internet. I know there's copyright stuff, but Keith is a die-hard fan. So all I did was resize it, print off several sheets, cut it down to 3.5 by 3.5, or as close as I could come. And after you cut it down, here's an old one. Okay, so here's my picture. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your cut down picture. Now, I'm not actually going to show you. I'm going to tell you how to go about this. And you're going to get a tile and some newspaper and your trusty Mod Podge. So let's just get a tile out here to show you. So on top of some newspaper, you're going to set this, and you're going to Mod Podge over the tile one time. And you want it to be, how thick do you want it to be? Well, you want it to dry relatively quickly. The tile is pretty absorbent, so shouldn't be any problem. Then, after you have that, so we're going to imagine, you're going to take your picture and you're going to smooth it out. I found by placing it on one side and then smoothing it over with my finger and then going over very carefully with another layer of Mod Podge, and you want to really go one direction. Now, I'm going to show you what happens if you get too heavy-handed. Here is a gorgeous picture of my father, but unfortunately, look at the edges. Too heavy-handed. So we have to redo that. Now, if that's the look you're going for, fantastic. Not the look I was going for. Sorry, Dad. I'll have to redo yours. Also started to happen here. So you're going to want to go over it one time and then set it in a window to dry. That's what I did, set it on my window ledge. Then you're going to come back and when it's no longer tacky and you're going to go over it again. That's as far as I've taken these guys. Now, something I noticed today is that I went through and I had stacked them because I thought they were completely dry. Well, guess what, guys? They weren't. And you can see these little bits here on my face. That's the cork right there from some of my other coasters. So I would recommend that you let them dry 24 hours after 2 coats and then probably give them a 3rd coat. And then very simply, to get the back portion, this cork on the back, all I did was I cut down that Karen Foster adhesive cork sheet down to 4x4, peeled the back, took some E6000 in a squiggle, and stuck it on there. I did have to go over because, you know, this is kind of rounded, so I did have to go over with my scissors and kind of make it match. But there you have it. Could be just a really different type of project. This is me and my very good friend Lisa. This is my beloved cat Scotia. So, I mean, really just whatever picture that you have in mind. So, I hope you enjoy. I hope you give it a try. And, you know, drop me a comment if you like the process. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.